Well, as crazy as it might be to say, it is about that time. It's time for the Champions League final. How you doing, guys? Welcome to episode 21 of Let's Go Villa and the Champions League final that we've been aiming for the save. I'm Stu. Thank you for joining me today. And yeah. I'm still a bit baffled that we're here, to be honest with you. I did not think we'd get there in 3 seasons. I mean, I got there in 2 seasons in FM21, but that's not the point. I'm still a bit baffled that we've got here, but here we are, ready for the Champions League final at Wembley against Liverpool. Off the back of us winning the Premier League title as well. So, it's all going really, really well. And if you're excited to see how we do in the Champions League final, and if you've enjoyed this save up to this point, because remember, this might be the final proper episode, because this is the challenge for the save. But if you have enjoyed the save so far, and if you're looking forward to see how we do, please leave a like on the video and subscribe so you never miss any of the lovely Football Manager content that is to come in the future. I know I've said it a few times already, but this is possibly the final proper episode. Obviously, we do the season review and the final wrap-up, but if we win this Champions League final, this will be the final episode, and it will be the last bit of content you'll get other than the wrap-up episode before FM23 comes out, because as I'm recording this, FM23 should be out next week. We don't know what day. It's hypothesised it will be the Thursday, but I don't know. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, let's just get into this, shall we? Champions League final. We have had a heck of a season. I mean, if we just have a look at our run. So I think this will probably be the best way to show it, I would say. So final, Liverpool, obviously. So if we have a look at the group stage, I can't remember which group we're in, so let's just have a look at all groups. We're in Group C, so let's just focus it on Group C and have a quick nose at this. So, won our group. Absolutely fantastic. 1-5, lost 1. The one we lost was against Juventus. They absolutely battered us, but we don't talk about that. It's fine. We then got through to the first knockout round. Real Madrid, of all teams. That one was a bit of a tough one, but actually it wasn't, because we beat them 5-2 on aggregate, which is utterly ridiculous, really, when you stop and think about it. We then had the draw of Manchester City, who, if you remember, we got drawn against last season in the unlikely semi-final we got to. And they put us out, but we gave it a good fight. And this time, we went and beat them 0-0 in the first. Was it? Yeah, it was 0-0 in the first leg, and we beat them 3-2 on the final leg of that tie as well, and got through to the semi-final, which was against Monaco. And again, looks tighter in that second leg, but 6-2 overall. Happy days, and that's what got us to the final against Liverpool. I mean, if we go back and have a look, Liverpool's run, who have they had to be? I don't know what group they were in, actually, so we'll have to have a quick nose. So they were in Group E, so as you can see, Liverpool, Villarreal, Wolfsburg, PSV. They had a really easy group, actually, so you would have expected them to get out of that. First knockout round, Liverpool went through. They went through against Juventus, absolutely shellacked Juventus. Poor Juventus. 7-1 on aggregate, 5-0 in the second leg. My goodness. Quarter-final, battered Lazio, 7-1 again. Only drew in the second leg, though, so not quite as invincible as they were looking. Semi-final, destroyed Barcelona. Again, scoring 7 overall. 2-1 in the second leg, though, so maybe a bit of a struggle for them. And that's what gets them to the final this season. I think they also won the Carabao Cup. I can't remember off the top of my head. They did. They beat Southampton in the final of all teams. So they have won a trophy this season. We've won 2, technically. We won the Community Shield right at the beginning, beating Liverpool. And we won the Premier League, beating Liverpool. So that means this is effectively for all the marbles. Who's the best team in England, us or Liverpool? I think this will be the answer to that question. I mean, even if it's not, we won the Premier League. It's obviously us, but we'll see. This is going to be the 11 we're going to be taking with us to Wembley for the game in the Champions League final. It is Martinez in goal, Aarons, Todibo, Thiat and Digne in defence, Aya, Gonçalves and Coutinho in the midfield with Palmer, Smith Rowe and Abraham up front. We have rested the team as well as we can. We gave most of the team a week off. We then did play a friendly against Shamrock Rovers of all teams with some of the players who hadn't been playing recently, so fitness is mostly there. Emil Smith-Rowe is the only one who is not fully match sharp, but he'll be fine, I would imagine. We are starting Coutinho and Thiat purely because Tyrone Mings, as good as he has been, at 31 years old, he's still good, but I'm having a bit more confidence in Thiat at the moment. I think he's had the better run of games at the moment. And Vitinha, he's dropped off a cliff again. Like, he has a good game and he has a bad game. Good game, bad game. I mean, he's developing well, but yeah, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. One disappointing thing, Cole Palmer, Emil Smith-Rowe. Oh, God. Cole Palmer and Emil Smith-Rowe, neither of them have been called up for the European Championships in the summer, so I'm a bit disappointed about that. Tammy has been. I think Tammy's currently England's first-choice striker. I mean, to be fair, he's very, very good. I think he has played some football. He scored 6 in 4. There you go. Need I say more? But I think the time for talking is over. Possibly the final game we'll play in this save. Liverpool versus Aston Villa at Wembley for the Champions League. Let's go. Heartbreak or immortality? That is what we're expecting from this game. I don't know which way it's going to go. We've got the better form. We've won 4 of our last 5. Liverpool have drawn 2 and lost 1 in their last 5. So we're in the better form. But Liverpool are just that good a team that form doesn't matter. They could just turn up today and absolutely destroy us. But equally, we could just turn up and just sneak a few goals past them. And I think that is what would happen. We'd have to sneak a few goals. I mean, at the start, they've already been absolutely superb. We are going to encourage the boys because we're on the back foot just to begin with. Hopefully, we can just nick the ball off them, run up the other end, and put it in the back of the net. We are very good at doing that, and hopefully we can just do that. Big ball out from Sergio Milinkovic-Savic to Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz cuts inside, dances around Max Aarons like he's not there, and gets it over to Mo Salah. I'm a bit worried, but Max Aarons just heads it away from Luis Diaz, and Cole Palmer's going to get there and hopefully just hoof it up the pitch. I'm assuming he did that because we didn't see it. Liverpool have been the better team to begin with, very, very much so, and I mean, I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of expecting it. I'm not expecting us to dominate this game in the slightest. Lads, can we not pass the ball around like that, please? I mean, we get away with it. Pedro Gonçalves gets the ball to Palmer. Now, Max Aarons has room on the right-hand side to run down. The defender is trying to cover him. Max Aarons, is he going to wait for support? He is. Cole Palmer's there. Gets it to Pedro. Lovely work. And Emil Smith-Rowe is there. And Emil Smith-Rowe has put us ahead in the Champions League final. And we lead by a goal to 0. Look at the white shirts in the crowd. I'm going to assume they're wearing this one. Come on, boys. 1-0 Liverpool. Oh, Stu. 1-0 Villa. Let's go. Let's do this. Pedro with a lovely cross to Emil Smith-Rowe. And Emil Smith-Rowe showing Gareth Southgate that he should have picked him for his European Championship squad because it's utterly ridiculous. It's ridiculous Cole Palmer's not even had a look in as well. Palmer's been exceptional. Young Player of the Year, Cole Palmer, in the Premier League. The only award I think any of our players got, but we did have a bunch of them in the Team of the Year as well. I'll see if I can dig that out at the end of this game and show you. But we had a bunch of our players in the Team of the Year. They're in the front 2 for the Team of the Year. It's Tammy Abraham and Erling Haaland, which can you imagine having to facing Tammy Abraham in the version that we've got in this game of Tammy Abraham and Erling Haaland of any version, because Erling Haaland's just utterly ridiculous, and somehow our goal remains intact there. I don't quite know how, but it does, and we still lead by a goal to 0. Liverpool still very much the better team, but we are ahead still, and that is the most important statistic of them all. We've got a free kick here. Pedro whipping it in, looking for Arthur Theat, and this might be offside, but Arthur Theat puts it in the back of the net. But I've got a feeling it's offside. I don't think this is going to count. It's being checked. Yeah, it did look a bit offside. It is what it is. It was a lovely floated free kick in. Is he number 2? I mean, there's a bunch of them offside there, to be fair. There's a bunch of them offside. Theat was one of them. And at half-time, it remains 1-0. We did have a chance there. My word. My word. What do we say to them to get them in the right side? What do we... Oh, I don't even know. I don't even know. Right, well... No gestures. No gestures at all. Right, no. Pointing the finger. Prove your winners, boys. Digne's not had the best of games. We might think of bringing him off at some point. Tammy's not had a great game. Neither has Cole. But they're all dangerous players. So we're just going to demand a bit more from them. Let's go on. Let's push on. Let's try and get another goal. We're competing in this game. We are definitely the second best team in this game. But we are competing with Liverpool. It's not like they're just having it all their own way. We are getting some shots in. We are getting some hits in. And we've had one knockout blow so far that's got them on the canvas. We're going to try and get the final... I say knockout blow. We've landed the one blow that's knocked them down. We're looking for the knockout blow. We're looking for that final blow that's just going to keep them on the ground for sure. While I mess up my analogies. And Pedro Gonçalves, he went for the chip. He should have just blasted it. He should have just blasted it, but he didn't. He tried to be clever. He tried to be clever. We're going to demand more from Tammy. Not good enough from Tammy so far. But then, Liverpool's defence is a very good one, so maybe they're just keeping him quiet. I don't know. Right, Liverpool on the attack. Fabinho to Milinkovic-Savic. Back to Fabinho. We're trying to press him onto his weaker foot whenever he's on the ball. It's not really working at the moment. Right, Jones into Mo Salah. That's got to be 1-1. It is 1-1. But there is going to be a check for an offside. I don't know. I didn't see an offside. I was too busy waffling, to be honest with you. The referee's checking. And it's not offside. It is 1-1. Right. I want to encourage the boys. Let's encourage them. Come on, lads. I can't take Tammy off. I mean, I should take Tammy off, but I just can't. The options are Raspadori and Archer, and in the nicest possible way, I don't want to take any of them off. Right. Ayers coming off for Sander Berge, just because he's got a knock. Max, how many substitutions have we got before I make any more, actually? Is it just the 3? It's just the 3. It is just the 3. Right, we'll keep Max Aarons on. We'll go with those changes for now, and then we've got one final change that should be require them. Like to fire the boys up, if possible. Come on, lads. One chance is all we need. One chance is all we need. We start with a goal kick to Debo now. Driving forward, gets it to Pedro Gonçalves, into Buendia. Back to Pedro, back to Buendia. Lovely work from the team there. Lovely, lovely work. He's going to try and cross it in. He gets it to Tammy. Tammy heads it just over it, grazes the crossbar. And it goes out for a goal kick. What a chance that was. What a chance. We're ticking down to extra time here. And it is extra time. Oh, my word. Point the finger. Come on, lads. Right, individual. You 3. Calm yourselves down. We don't want any silly red cards. Tammy. Step up your game. We need you to perform for us. My word. Right, I'm going to assume we've got another substitution. We have. So we've got 2 players we can change. I'm going to bring Max Aarons off and swap him for Matty Cash. That feels like the responsible thing to do. I'm actually also thinking another defensive change. And I'm thinking it's going to be Lucas Digne off for Tyrone Mings. I'm going to have Tyrone Mings come on as left back. I know that's a bit of a weird one, but we've got some more defensive stability in the defence there. I feel like that's the wise thing to do, rather than bring on someone like Bjorkan. It's a bit of a gamble. I mean, Tyrone Mings, he's not exactly slow, is he? So he can do the job there. We've seen him do the job there before. I think that makes the most sense to do that. We're doing it. We're doing it. Right. Cash. Mings. Make the difference, boys. Come on. Let's do it. Let's do it. We have got it in us to get another goal against them. We've done it in extra time before. Let's do it again. Right, we've started right close to their goal, which worries me and makes me think we're going to give the ball away. And we've given the ball away. There it is. Luis Diaz now. Going to try and pounce on a counter-attack. Not a lot of their players were running forward, though. And we've won it back off them. And Smith Rowe now is on the ball. Gets it through to Tammy. Tammy Abraham is round the keeper. And Tammy Abraham. Tammy Abraham might have scored. The defenders are appealing. The defenders are appealing. But it is given. And the man who I give credit for winning the Premier League title for us for might just be about to do the same for the Champions League. It's a horrific mistake from Alisson. And the defence as well. They just did not work together there whatsoever. And we lead in the Champions League final. We lead. Oh my word. We've done it in extra time again. Maybe. Buendia goes for the world here. I don't blame him at this point. I mean, maybe not on your weaker foot. Maybe you should do it on your stronger foot. Who am I to judge? And that is half time. We don't have any more changes. We're going to keep things as they are. When we get really close to the end, we might just change a few things tactically. But my word. We've smashed and grabbed it a little bit. But also, we've actually really have challenged Liverpool. They are moving players around in that midfield just to try and compensate for things. We are going to move things around in the defence a little bit. We're just going to move Coutinho down to defensive midfield. He can't play there, but he's going to have to. He's just going to have to deal with it. Gonçalves, you can be that one. Smith Rowe, can you play as a wide midfielder? You can. You can drop back. Buendia, can you play as a wide midfielder? You can. You can drop back. And we'll do that. We'll do that. We're going to time waste. We're going to be disciplined. We're going to slow things down. And we're going to bring the line back just to condense everything. I think that makes the most sense. And we've done it. Oh my word, we've actually gone and bloody done it. Third season, and we've gone and won ourselves the Champions League. What we set out to do at the start of the save. Champions League completed. For the first time in FM22 as well. Champions League completed. And we get a trophy celebration as well, which is always lovely to see. Who's got the cartwheel in them? Number 13. I forgot who number 13 is. It might be Tadibo. I don't know. I've got to be honest with you. Wow. Tammy Abraham and Emil Smith-Rowe. Let's not forget about Emil Smith-Rowe getting the first goal and the assist that won us the Champions League. We were below XG for the entire game up until the final moments. Equal on shots. They had more on target. XG, we were just over. They hit the woodwork twice. We had the only clear-cut chance of the game. We actually bossed them on possession. They had more corners. Fouls were equal. Passing completion was pretty much equal. We were better on crosses. Equal on tackles. We had one more yellow card than them. And they ran more than us, so we passed it around them, and we let them run themselves into the ground today. Wow. Outstretched arms. Look a bit happy, boys. Oh, okay, fine. Well, that's it. The aim of the save was to win the Champions League. We've won the Champions... Treble winners, behave. Community Shields, I don't think counts. But we have won the Champions League in the same season we won the Premier League. And I suppose it is a treble, technically. Christopher Ayer has pulled his knee ligaments. We don't care now because we just don't care. £17 million in the bank as well. We're one of the top English managers. I mean, can I see the list? We're 10th on the list of English managers. Get in, boys. 3 domestic cups, 1 domestic league trophy. Oh, hey, I'm on here as well. I'm on here for when I was with West Ham. What utter madness is this? I didn't expect that at all. Really? Okay. Alright then. Cool. Didn't expect me to be on there as my West Ham version. But we have completed the save. It's everything we wanted to do. Absolutely everything. Now the one thing, the only thing I am unsure of is Club World Cup. Club World Cup is in next summer. So, I am tempted to play through next season and get us to the Club World Cup. So, it'd just be a special on the Club World Cup. I mean, imagine if we absolutely stuff it up. But, I'm tempted to do that. I am tempted to give that a go. I don't know if that's something you guys would be interested in seeing, but I kind of want to play the Club World Cup. I kind of want to do one more little bit with this team. So, I think that's what we're going to do. So, what I am going to do, I am going to do the season review. I'm going to do that in a separate episode. I'm going to use that as an opportunity to wrap the team up and give us a sense of what the club looks like. And I might still do a transfer special. And then I will play through the season as normal and get us to the end of the year for the Club World Cup. I think that's what I'm going to try and do. Maybe. I haven't fully decided on that. But at the moment, who cares? Because that's a hell of a season. Premier League, completed. Champions League, completed. Pardon me, got a burp there. FA Cup, got to semi-final, won it 2 years in a row before this season anyway. Carabao Cup, won it last year, got to the quarter-final this year, don't really care. Community Shield, most important trophy in football, won it, mate. Absolutely superb. Top goal scorers for every competition. Tammy, 29 goals for the Premier League. Champions League, our top goal scorer, Tammy, 7. FA Cup, our top goal scorer, Tammy, 5. Carabao Cup, our top goal scorer, Jacob Ramsey, because Tammy didn't really play in the Carabao Cup, got 3. And Christopher Ayer scoring 2 in the Community Shield, our top goal scorer for that as well. I think I need to lie down. I honestly don't think I'm ever taking this shirt off because Wow. And again, I know I've mentioned it before, but I know it's on a very old game now, but FM21, I'll put the highlight up in whichever corner it comes up in. That felt very similar to when we won the Champions League over on Twitch in FM21 with Aston Villa. We did it in Season 2 and with a much worse squad than the one we've got at the moment. Having said that, Christopher Ayer was in that squad. So, you know, that's kind of cool, actually. But we won it in extra time, very similar to that. It was a goalkeeping error and a defensive error as well, actually. So, it is quite funny that that happened again. But that is going to be it for the main part of the save. Again, I think we'll probably do the Club World Cup if I've got enough time to record that in the next few days. We'll get to that, we'll record that, but before that I am going to do a season and series review and a bit of a transfer special as well. But until then, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed this series, please do leave a like on the video for me and subscribe so you don't miss the FM23 content that will be coming when the beta drops. I've been Stu, you guys have been awesome, and we're Champions League winners. See you in the next video. Cheers.